If it's good, it's good. I mean,
No, it's not, man. The only good thing about this run was that's the time.
One time for the hometown, I got love for it, it's real. Two times for the haters, man, cause I notice how this shit feel. Three times for my family, dog, cause this shit done paid our bills. And I get 4 times my net worth from a year ago with no deals. Did it all by myself, I don't need nothing. Dropped 100 songs, I'ma keep coming. Remember times they wouldn't reply, now they all hit me like they need something. Labels hit me, now they see something, but I told them all, you ain't seen nothing. I've been putting all the work in, if you ain't song with me, you ain't read nothing.
I want to ask guys to just trust the process. Sometimes you lose some to win some. So.
Time ticking, not here, dog. I don't say it, but I seen it all. Seen a post and I seen the hate. So when it hit me now, I ignore the calls.
Most people are asking me how I'm faring on, especially after kicking. Of course, it was hard losing at home, but that day my best wasn't the best. For me, I felt for those people who were waiting for me at the stands, and it rained, by the way. The moment I was being introduced, it started raining. I think those were blessings that God were pouring down upon us and me. Season started. Kip Kane was my first 100 meters, and for the first time in April, I was running 100 meters. And other than the previous season where I've been doing like 600 meters before April, so it's a different, it's a different time. And the explanation behind it is we want to have a progressive season, and every 100 meters is a progress towards the next perfection. You understand? So like we want to get to the Olympics when you're like the most sharper. So that's the plan. Like start April and then build it up as you go, as you make corrections in every run. So that when you get to the Olympics, you're like 100%. Other than starting in March and then getting in at your peak in May, and then start fading out again in June, trying to regain your balance again in July, and then trying to bring back the body to where it was in May. So it's kind of a different approach for us this season. So I'm trusting that everything is going to work out well. And having run my second 100 meters in Atlanta last weekend, I feel like it was a good one, having to improve as you go to the finals. For me, that was a positive, because previously I've been having a challenge in handling championships, but in Atlanta there was something different. I wasn't sure of where to put my emotions because they were all over the place. I've never run 100 meters in like 8 months, and I'm starting in a Continental Tour Gold level, because previously we started lower levels as we progress. So that's something that we got out of that. So 2 more 100 meters in this tour, because we've been around for a month, and it's been peaceful. It's been so peaceful, and it's been so nice to be in a camp outside the country, because very few people know you out here. Very few people can stop you on the streets and just do your thing, just be you, just do whatever you want to do. In a camp setting, it's much easier because coach can call you anytime. Let's go out and do something. Let's go and do a bit of prehabs. Let's go and do a bit of co-work. My coach told me we can't pick for this because we already picked up for the indoor season, and the indoor season we pushed ourselves because we wanted to run national records. We wanted to get a good result out of the World Indoor Games, so we pushed hard in coming into the training season for the indoors. So we did a lot of stuff. So after the indoors, we took a break, and then coming into this tour, there's a lot of things you haven't done, touching every bit of everything, like a bit of acceleration, a bit of endurance, a bit of this and that, a bit of strength. So now when we get back home in June, July, we'll be about now hitting it hard for the Olympics. And going back now, at least we know what you have. We have the races that we have run. Now just picking the best out of those and picking the things that we need to improve on, and now pushing them hard into the Olympic season.
The time is good, but
the margins that you are looking at, the people you're competing with, the margins are in what we're looking for here. Those margins. In Kenya, beating everybody hands up. But where we are now, the margins. Doesn't matter how good you are here, if we are not getting those, and you saw how it is. Because of the 394, irrespective of what you did 84 there, it still did not count. So no pressure, no pressure. We are getting to understand this model. Okay? Yeah. No pressure. But once you go into the 100, remember we told you have to talk to yourself. Those faces have to be going through your mind. Yeah. Hands, open, shift that hip. And then once you get to, after the transition, you come up, now you know what you're supposed to do.
I'm hoping that this will explain to them, to my fans, what the plan is. And just to show them that we are still on the right direction in terms of planning and handling this season as we go. So, of course, I'm always excited to go back home. Kenya is my place, and there's so much positive vibes, as much as there's a bit of negativity, but there's a lot of positive vibes and there are a lot of people who believe in you. And I said this before, that it's a season that you're going to trust the process, you're going to trust what you're being given, just going to close your eyes and just do what you're being told to do and execute the plan as it's been said. So yeah, it's a season of faith that you're going to have.
Looking at this video, what we did during the week really seemed okay. It worked. We did a bit of strides, drills. We did runs, like getting into runs, not like starting from blocks. The first step was, so you see, the problem is we worked so much on the last 50 and then seemed like, no, the start was okay. Coming straight up after 15 meters, that shouldn't be the case. I should be in low drive at that point, so that was a mistake that we picked up from this. So after that, I saw he's ahead by like half a meter, and then I told myself, just relax, like breathe in and relax. You have the energy. You've been working towards the finish of the race as you go to the end. So I just told myself, breathe and relax, and that's what I did. And I started coming in, like I pushed, man. Because looking at the statistics, I ran a 0.84 in one of the 10 meters. So that means that was a good show. So the positives, the last part of the race, which we were working on, really improved. And getting a season best, of course, 998. The negatives, the load drive was a bit short, so we need to just like make that corrections as we head into our next race, and a bit of touch-ups in that. So, and then coming to the end, I think I dipped too early because I was closing in, and then it's like I figured this guy's just here, so I just need to dip. But he wasn't just here; he was a bit in front, so. I dipped a bit too early, so that's another thing that I need to check. Maybe I could have run through, but anyway, we make that correction. So that was Prefontaine. So either way, positives, huge positives coming from the other weekend in Atlanta, and now going into this last race of the tour. So at least we have something that we're working on. So I just need to work on my transition from low drive to high speed, and then maintain everything and not dip too early. So that's what we picked up, and we were discussing about it. Yep. So that was Prefontaine. Either way, season best, and season is looking good. It's still young. 2 months, actually 3 months, 60 days to go, and to the Olympics. That's what we're working so much on. And of course, finishing the season on a high, but this looks promising, very much promising.